Hi guys, and welcome to another video of Anna does Pilates at home. This video is Pilates with Theraband to just spice the exercises up a little. So we'll let you grab your Theraband and we're going to hold it in our hands first of all. And just in the hands there, we're going to pull the palm away from each other in order to retract. So squeeze the shoulder blades together like you've got an imaginary pen that you want to squeeze, and then relax it back. Keeping shoulders nice and relaxed, head nice and long, knees nice and relaxed and softened as well. We are now going to add a little knee bend and twist to the retraction. So bending the knees, retract, twist, retract, come back, retract in the middle, twist again, retract and come back, and then back up you come with the legs, and again. Bend the knees and retract, twist, retract one side, come back, retract. Other side, twist and retract, and coming back up, and again. And just making it one more like so. Next we're going to bring the arms all the way up above the head, tensioning above the head before going out to each side into mermaid stretch, arms out to this side, and keeping your knees a little bit soft as you do so still. Okay, now we're going to do the same, but this time going into a nice big circle. So out to one side, bend the knees, go all the way down to the floor and coming back up other way. Same other side, big circle and coming back up. Just challenging the coordination a little, stretching that back. Okie doke, we're now going to combine all of those movements together. So we're going to go into more of a squat and then lifting the heels up and back down, and then adding some retraction. So squat, heels up, retract and come back up to start with. Try to stay nice and upright. So you can keep doing it like this if you want to challenge it a little bit more. Squat down, heels up, retract, and then split squat, toes pointing out, heels up, retract and coming back, and alternating between those two movements there. And keeping this up, just make sure you're not holding your breath, breathing out and breathing in the way that works for you. And just relax it down. Well done guys. So you may choose to do it still that way, or you can challenge it further with adding a lunge into it. So same motion again with the squats, the split squats, heels up, then twist into lunge and 5 retraction, staying into the lunge, trying to keep the knee onto the big toe line before we come back onto our squat and split squats and back to the lunge on the same side. And same again after 5, back to the middle, squat, split squats and back to it again. Breathing out and in with the retractions. And so once we've done 5 on that side, we're going to repeat doing the same on the other side in terms of the lunge. And again, just keeping going with the 5 retraction, out as you retract, in as you come back. And that's our last one there, keeping going. Well done everybody. And relax, good stuff, well done. So we're now going to pop the band underneath the foot and holding it in the hand, just opposite foot to the hand. We're going to go into what we call the sword. So straightening the arm all the way up and then going into a twist. Really working those arm muscles there around the deltoid. And coming up, breathe out, and back twist, breathe in. And just coming to the last one there. And then we're going to go and switch sides. So same again, opposite foot to opposite hand, coming out to the side in that sword, straightening the arm all the way up, and then twisting at the end of the movement. Breathe out, come up, breathe in, down and twist. Okay, coming up to your last ones there. And stop, well done. We're now going to go on the mat in sitting. So for all the mat exercise in sitting, we're going to have the band just above our knees. So you can see me there just tying a little knot out to the side and just doing that there. And then when you're ready, lying on your back, finding your neutral position. So for our shoulder bridge, coming all the way up vertebrae per vertebrae before we come back down, keeping the middle in between the two. You can stay at shoulder bridge level 1, otherwise you can add a little bit of hip abduction to make the most out of the band at the top. So coming up, hip abduction out to the side before you come back down, breathe out, up, in, hold, out, hip abduction, in, back. And you can see me making it even harder there with my arm behind my head and coming back, just adding coordination as well, making the arm work. So remember to stay at the level that you are happy to be at and that you're able to control. And keeping that breathing out on the effort and in as you come back. Just make sure you're still nice and level through both sides, thinking about that harness pulling you up in the middle to the ceiling so you're not rotating either side. If you want to progress to level 2, you're coming up to level 1 bridge, then straighten one leg out in a diagonal in line with the other knee before you come back to shoulder bridge 1 and back down. And you can continue with the arm behind the head also. Few on one side before switching to the other. Breathing out, coming up, in, straighten leg, out, coming back down, in, prepare, before you come back up. Okay, just coming to our last 3 there. And relax back down, come and find your neutral again. We're then going to go into our leg stretch onto double tabletop position, making sure our back is still nice and flat, lower back and ribs. And before coming up into abdo prep with the hand behind the head, protecting the neck there. And we're going to stretch one leg whilst the other stays in that tabletop position, nice and stable. And then just twisting, adding some oblique twist there, elbow to knee, to the leg that is staying bent. And breathe out as you twist, in as you come back. Do make sure that you rest back down every so often to reset your position and have the rest that you need so you've got good control. And breathe out, twist, in, come back, out, twist, in, back. Making sure that it's very much coming from the abdominals and the obliques rather than the head. Stopping it from moving, keeping it long with that imaginary apple by having those hands behind the head. And still keeping that back nice and flat so that's not the back taking the load. And we are just going to make it one more on each side before relaxing back down. Solid effort, well done. Now we are going to go into hip twist level 3. Both legs are still in double tabletop position, making sure transabdominals are engaged. One leg stays nice and stable in the middle in that single tabletop, and other leg comes out to the side and back into that hip abduction, making sure it doesn't go so low that we lose the control. The band is great for that one, to give a bit of feedback. And I've just added some hundreds there as well to make the coordination element work harder, but you can just do the legs only if you're not familiar with the movement and needing to focus on it for the control. Back still nice and flat and relaxed, neck still nice and long, and pulsing for the hundreds. We breathe out as the leg comes out, in as the leg comes back. And as per usual, do come back down and relax and reset when you need. I'm just trying to still keep the alignment so the knee comes out to the side, staying in line with the other knee. And try not to rotate just out to the side. And we're just almost there. Just go ahead and make it one more on each side. And relax back down. Have a quick rest, bringing your knees to your chest into a little knee hug. And you can bring your legs slide to side a little as well if you need. In your own time, you're going to come and roll onto your side there, keeping the band where it is at. So making sure you're nice and long and leveled around your hips, stack on top of each other, knees stack on top of each other. You come up into side plank, nice and aligned, bringing that top knee up into hip abduction, just to hip height, making sure the movement is coming from the hip, the knee is not moving, and coming back. You can progress this by having the hands just alongside your body, or going into a full side bend with the arm above the head, nice and long, shooting like a star. Breathe out as you come up and away, in as you come back. Making sure that you've not rolled back or forwards, so it's not your back doing the load. We are nice and controlled. Same as usual, do make sure you relax back down and rest as you need. This is a good one to do with a mirror, filming yourself to make sure that you are doing it the way you should. Good job everyone, just coming to our last 4 there. And when you've done your 4, we're going to straighten the legs and relax all the way back down. We're going to do leg lift and lower on that same side. Do make sure you find your level around your hips, roll forward and back if you need. Top leg lengthen away and up to hip height. Other leg joins, both back down. Arm either at the front to help stabilize, or around the waist to challenge the coordination. Breathe out, come up. Breathe in, over leg joins. Breathe out, both down. Making sure again you're not rolling back. Think of that imaginary wall behind you and that string pulling you down to the mat to keep you aligned. And I always talk about somebody pulling those legs away from you to lift it up, so that is very much lengthened and up. Okay guys, well done, good job. We just do our last 4 of that one on that side. And when you've done those, just relax that top leg on top of the other one. Allow a little stretch around those muscles. And then in your own time, we're going to roll onto the opposite side, band still where it's at, to restart the side plank exercise on the opposite side. So same again, just make sure you find your alignment before coming up. So either rolling forward or back so that you are in a nice line from head to knee. Side plank, top leg up to hip abduction, all down. Hand either at the front or out to the side to add a coordination element. And again, you can add the arm above head for a full side bend as well. Breathe out, coming up, and breathe in, coming down. Good job. 5 more on that side on that exercise. And relax back down. Good stuff, well done. Just again finding your lengthened position on that side before going into your lift and lower, making sure full lengthening the top leg up to that hip height of the leg joints, back down, hand at the front or on the waist for more coordination work. The breathing goes breathe out, come up, breathe in over leg joints, breathe out both down. Just coming on to your last ones there. And relax, well done. Top leg in front, just allowing the muscles to have a wee rest. And then in your own time, we're going to go on to all 4, keeping the band where it is at. And from there, we're going to do a couple of cats and camel first of all, really stretching the whole back and allowing to find a 50-50 between those 2 extremities to find that neutral position on all 4s. So when you are happy that you are there, I'm going to just tuck the toes there in order to go into leg pull in prone prep, lifting the knees up to hover and then coming back. Note that nothing else is moving than the knees. It's almost like we are getting pulled up from the lower part of the back. You breathe out to come up and in to come back down. Keeping neck also nice and long, looking in between your hands. Making sure you're not dropping either sides. Feel free to carry on like that, or to make it more difficult, what you can do is lifting the legs up, bending one knee, heel to bottom, coming back of a leg as well before you come back down. If your wrists are getting a bit sore, though it's good to strengthen them, feel free to make a fist instead if that is more comfortable. The breathing for that way goes breathe out, come up, in one, out one, in back. And just relax there, well done. Just coming into shell stretch, into a child pose if you like, with the hands at the front and just resting back onto our legs. In your own time, you're going to come back in sitting and just take the band away. Hold it for the next one, just stretching our neck, ear to shoulder one side, ear to shoulder other side, allowing a nice sternocleidomastoid scaling side of the neck muscle stretch. And then with the band, we're going to bring the band up on top of our head again, going into some side stretch mermaid on one side and on the other to stretch around the thoracic spine and shoulder blades. Now moving on to stretching the lower part of our back and our legs. One leg is bent, other leg is nice and straight, and then just bringing your body forward the leg as far as you are comfortable to go. You feel free to also keep your knee a little bit bent if the hamstring doesn't let you go this far. And then doing the same, switching sides, so other leg is bent and then coming forward the straight leg as far as comfortable to go, body to leg. And just relaxing back up, and that is us. Well done everyone. Hope that you have enjoyed today's session. As usual, please feel free to comment, like and subscribe, and hope to see you soon again. Bye bye just now.